Our pinçage here looks like this. We have roasted the tomato paste, the vegetables, until we come up with this mixture. As you can see the difference of the color you need to reach. This is the basic tomato paste, and this is after it has been roasted. It should reach at least that darkness, and we can just add that. I mean, that's the same thing. I just wanted to separate it to show you the difference. So now you have two options when you're making stock. You can either make a brown stock or you can make a white stock. If you want white stock, no caramelization is needed. If you want the darker stock, more richer and more flavor added to your stocks, or even soups, use this one. I'm going to add the pinçage to this. So in the pinçage will go. And this will cook for 45 more minutes to an hour. Or if you like, you can add mirepoix. And that will go 45 minutes to an hour.
Oil and water never want to emulsify together. So
nice,
on the bottom is
slow simmer.
And on the top is a layer of oil. This is going to represent our stock and our beef fat. Now to remove this, which is a process called skimming, you're going to need a spoon. It's called a ladle, but you can use a spoon. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. And you're just going to want to skim off the top layer. So to do this, you want to slightly tilt your spoon or your ladle and go down slowly. Notice here how I went down too fast. You cannot go down fast or else you're going to penetrate that top layer. So go down nice and slowly, only penetrating that top layer, and you're just going to scoop that layer of oil off. And doing this multiple times, you'll be able to get all the fat off, making your stock a lot more healthier and a lot more cleaner. Okay, I'm going to just repeat this process over and over until you can see the difference. As you see here, it's almost gone. And there you go, that will probably do it right there. This is a great way to maximize your flavor in your stock. Just make sure you don't do this all at once. You should do this throughout your entire process of making your stock. Just at least once every hour. You can, if you want, try to get every single piece of oil out, but it's not really necessary. Just get as much as you can. Alright, so we're going to take what we learned earlier, and we're going to go ahead and skim all the oil off the top layer. You should be doing this throughout the whole entire process, but I'm going to show you just in this one part. One last great tip to remove that oil from your stock is you can just refrigerate the whole mixture, and as you see here, all the fat will come to the top and it will easily be skimmable, and all your stock will stay on the bottom. There will be no fat in it, and you'll completely maximize it.
Alright, it's been 45 minutes now. The mirepoix has been cooking in your stock. At this point, you now need to remove the bones very carefully. You would need a large container, preferably metal. It might melt plastic if you're going to use plastic. Once all the bones are out, you can either ladle from the mixture and pour it into here, or you can just dump the whole mixture. So you can either use one of these, which is a flour sifter, and this is great for straining. Make sure it's a metal one and it's pretty hard metal wires. You can put that right on top, and then you can pour the liquid in there, and then that will strain it. It will get all the large particles out. You can either do that, or you can get cheesecloth, which is also great. And this strains extremely well if you just layer a couple layers. You can buy a whole bunch and then you can cut however much you want to use. You layer a few layers like that together and you just put it on top of there, and it will come out even clearer, and then you'll have a nice clear stock. An ice bath works like this. When you have a pot of liquid, whatever your liquid is going to be, in this case it's going to be a stock, and it's extremely hot, you want to make sure you cool this off. So in order to cool this down fast, we have to put this in a large container which is full of ice. These little things are my ice cubes, full of ice water, and this ice water is going to permeate inside this container, immediately cooling it off as fast as it can, as long as you keep stirring this, and then eventually it will become cold. So you can do this at your own home. using a hotel pan, or you can use your sink instead and fill it with ice and water. If you have something large, you need to cool it down fast, and this will make the storage life a lot
Here
longer
we have
as
our
well.
finished brown beef stock with endless amount of uses. Nice, full flavored, rich, gelatinous, and delicious. You can pretty much eat it by itself and it's still good. White beef stock will be a little bit lighter in color than this, but it's also delicious. Make sure you go ahead and put this in containers. If you're not planning on using this immediately, go ahead and put it in the freezer, and it will last in the freezer for about 4 months. And enjoy.